the Synth Page. Let's take a quick look. So it basically looks similar to a classic analog mini-moog type layout. You got 3 oscillators that you can turn on and off. You got a sub-oscillator and a ring modulator, and this is the pull down for the choices that it uses, and a noise oscillator. Alright, so let me turn everything off but the first oscillator. Leave it as a simple saw. Okay, here's the tuning. And then we have the multi button, which mimics the function of the unison page, or unison button on the main page, where basically you can have up to 8 copies and detune it to make it thick. So if I choose 4.5, and as I start to detune it, it'll get thicker. Okay, so another unique feature we have is this mod button. And what this does is, the reason I chose the saw sync rather than just a sine, triangle, and a saw, and here's the pull down of all the choices. When you get into PWM and sync and CM and XOR, those are different algorithms. And this knob kind of goes through the different positions of the algorithms. The easiest way to kind of understand what the algorithms are is to take a look at the page out of the manual. So if you really want to know the details, just read this. But getting back to this, the best way for me to show you is just to kind of play something and move it. Okay, so we have a fixed LFO. If you turn this mod button on, every oscillator has a fixed LFO that moves this knob. So you have the same pull down menu that you see on the motion pages and the main page. And then the rate syncs to note values, the shape, and the amount. So if I put the amount to 0, it does nothing. But as I turn it up, it'll start affecting this knob. So kind of cool. Okay, so every oscillator has that function by turning this on or off. So that's basically the synth page. The only other thing I want to point out is the oscillator factory presets. And I know this screenshot is tight, so as I pull this open, you won't actually see the names. But there's just a bunch of pull down snapshots of the oscillator just to get you going, so you don't have to just use, one by one, pull these down and kind of, try to get some fresh ideas going. So these are just to, kind of spark some creativity and get you some snapshots quickly. I'll just kind of play through a couple of them. Anyways, you get the idea. There's a whole bunch of them, and that's pretty much the synth page.